17.
Just got to answer the door, ADG. Hello? Two kids dressed up like He-Man. Oh, you two are adorable. Yes, you are.
And that's a fine array of double-sided tape together knives you made. Your writing's tainted.
Even with a writing, mate. Rewrite it, mate.
You slide the tray.
You pierce the seal.
You fight the shame this time each day. Those dinner meals, the only shit you knew come with the microwave.
Dude, I could spice and pray and slice and range. Leave a shock a bit between them. They don't even have a life to take. And then we dice away. These bridges gonna die today. You fight and fate that's right. It's just the price you pay to try the blades.
Oh shit, we're just doing fucking multied out the ass, huh? Scheme. Go again.
Microwave. Dude, I could spice and pray and slice and range. Leave a shock a bit between them. They don't even have a life to take. And then we dice away. These bridges gonna die today. You fight and fate that's right. It's just the price you pay to try the blades.
Fumbling their rebuttal, I can see that they're struggling.
I heard Lukey went offline against a shock he sent rubbish in.
Two swords all waxy will burn them both troubling. It drops a drawbridge on their skulls that holds them in the mo bubbling.
It's quick into the draw, grab the handle and we spring. Cuts a snuffing at the burner, just a candle in the wind. Chop them up the bits and shock he's booting at the track. The Luke is going off the grid to fucking nuke you off the map.
Boom, boom, boom. Interesting. Wow. I like this staying on the same scheme for round one. In terms of hype, I think I'm leaning to burning bridges across the board. It just felt a little cleaner, a little more interesting. I think I'm going to have to listen to it again, but I think I'm leaning towards burning bridges across the board for flow as well, which is interesting to note because Two Sword Style are very, very good. In terms of flow, I do give it both rounds to burning bridges. First round, pretty comfortably. Second round, it's a little closer. I just think there is that third bar that jumps out at me that is just a little off. It's not by a lot, but it's by a little. So far we are looking at a 10-9 across the board for burning bridges, which doesn't add up to that much. It's a slight lead, which can be easily upset by punchlines, which we'll get into now. Let's see if there's any jacks to find. That's a fine array of double-sided taped together knives you made. It's pretty funny. Your writing's tanked, and even with a writing mate, rewrite it, mate. I like that as well. Nice little homonym. You slide the tray, you pierce the seal. What's the tray? I guess we're leading up to the microwave thing, but we don't know that at this point. It's like a Christopher Nolan movie where you've got to go back to the start to see what you're talking about. You slide the tray, you pierce the seal, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you get to microwave, and you're like, okay, cool, now we go back to the start and listen to it again. I get it. It's a Christopher Nolan bar. You slide the tray, you pierce the seal, you fight the shame, this time each day, those dinner meals, there we are. The only shit you nuke them with a microwave. Pretty good finish, to be honest. I don't know about doing the microwave bar, but having this set up so early, but you don't know what's said, and then you drop it, it's a strange way to do it, you know? It's almost like you wanted to let us know that you're making a microwave meal at the start early on, then it still would have landed, but we also wouldn't have been lost for a whole entire bar. But it does work. It does work. Snatch the microwave. Nuke them, dude. I can spice and pray in slicing range. Leave it shock. I bet between them they don't even have a life to take. Scathing. And then we dice away. These bridges gonna die today. You're fighting fate. That's right. It's just the price to pay to try the blades. Bang, bang, bang. In terms of punchlines, fucking burning bridges. I get Two Sword Style doing that the multi shit. I love it. Look, the rap nerd in me fucking loves it. It loves the technicality. Burning bridges is just a little bit more interesting. Bigger punch at the end. Again, it's not by much. It's by a little. It's just a little bit more, a couple more moments in burning bridges first verses. Even with the writing mate, rewrite it mate. That's a fine array of double-sided taped together knives you made. There's just more going on. Those dinner meals, the only shit you nuke them with the microwave. There's more going on. Burning bridges. This is fucking interesting. Really comes down to this second round for Two Sword Style. Fuck! Fumbling their rebuttal. I can see that they're struggling. I heard Lukey went offline against a shock he sent rubbish in. To swords all waxy. I fucking hate this so much. This right here, for me, I fucking hate. To swords, Madam to Swords, Wax Museum Bar, to swords, the swords. This is such a stretch. It pisses me off. The swords all waxy. I mean, I'll pay it. But fuck you. We'll burn them both. Trouble is, who drops the drawbridge on their skulls that holds them in the moat bubbling? Not the most satisfying punch at the end, but there's enough in this one. I fucking hate that. Madam to swords. Maybe someone... Yeah, I get it. Stop spelling it out for me. I got it straight away. It's just annoying. To swords. Swords are quicker to the draw. Grip the handle and we sprint. Cuts are snuffing out the burning, just a candle in the wind. I like that. Chop him up to bits and Shocky's booting out the trash and Lukey's going off the grid to fucking nuke you off the map. Now this is better. This is a return to form for two sword style. I like the rebuttals. You said Lukey's going offline. Lukey's going off the grid. Candle in the wind bar is pretty nice. I give second round to two sword style when it comes to punchlines. I probably give it. What's interesting though is these little chip damage that burning bridges have been doing. You know, little bit of a chip here, slightly more hype, little chip damage here. It's adding up to a lot. We actually end up with a pretty close battle actually, but with a decisive winner nonetheless. I call this one, for me, I call this one an upset, which I guess gives you a clue as to who I'll be voting for. I just really don't see a way that burning bridges don't take this. I mean, hype, flow, punchlines for one round, it's just enough. Two sword style, sick second verse. I do wish they had a second verse like their first verse. I mean, we could get into what happened, but I think maybe just flowing off that multi was maybe a mistake because it doesn't often lead to the strongest punchlines. It's just kind of cool to do, and it is cool to do. And like I said, the rap nerd in me loved it, but I think we needed some punchlines in there. Burning bridges though, god damn. I'm sending them through. Holy. Which means burning bridges versus oily waifu for the last battle of round 2.
Let's get it. You pass the esky up, we taking space and aiming high. Wasted while we wayward wild and scraping by the vacant tiles. The party started and their house just wasn't big enough. So sit with us, the crew's on deck, the session's set to rip it up.
Ain't sinister, just sinister. The room below us is too hot. Second story finished with 2 blocks to a new